It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Bryce Young. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Panthers and the Seahawks. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to... Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, it certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. The motion man is Sanders. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former Missouri Tiger, who is their rookie quarterback.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. He'll drop to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. It's second down. They put Adams in motion. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense and Xavier Legette headed back onto the field. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. He'll push forward for about a yard. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. Now he'll run. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Try to run for it with Hubbard. Here's Eddie Pinheiro now as the Panthers will try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Adams in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Mecole Hardman deep to return. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. throw is Young. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Young to throw on first down. Over the middle, he's got Leggett.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
A second down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. To throw is Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina. It's his third touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They put Adams in motion. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Marshall. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll run. It's Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. In motion, the tight end Uzama. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll work forward for a couple. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try to run for it. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Young going to give it to Brooks. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. On 2nd down, Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
On the bootleg, it's Young. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
The motion man is Sanders. From the gun, it's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Cup in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. The motion man is Sanders. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the return is Rodgers. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
We'll go once more with Brooks. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. The motion man is Sanders. That into the hands of Hubbard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handles. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the pack.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Young to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The whole team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Another try with Brooks. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down and 9. Here's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Young. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now Young. That one taken in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Now we'll get a 2-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll go play action with Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Tight end going in motion here. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. The motion man is Sanders. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Seahawks. And remember now,
previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
A gain of 7.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. Back to throw. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's a handoff to Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It is brought in the end zone. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks back within 7. It's 24-17. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Those trades, keep them moving.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll run it right here with Brooks. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. Young. And that is incomplete. Hunting time for the Panthers. Set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They put Adams in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll look to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now faking the give. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. On first and 10, here's Young. That one complete to Leggett. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on second down, Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's first and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. The motion man is Sanders. A second down throw for Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Cup in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's first and 10. The motion man is Sanders. There's that man again. Another catch. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And up, it's Brooks running right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. On second down, Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on first down. They go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. From the gun, it's Young. A throw there, caught by Leggett.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. On the bootleg, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Trying to keep this drive moving when it's 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory.